The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
First down. Here's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
In motion goes the tight end. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Burrow, 26 yards. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they run the option on second down. There he goes, right side. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 38-yard line.
At the score time, 7-7.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And going deep for Hill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
Here's Burrow. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on second and a couple. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw taken in by Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, he bowls over it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mahomes going to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, electric for me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run the counter with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On third down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Burrow's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the ground, Cook, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Burrow now off the bootleg. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mahomes now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Burrow will throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 13. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Go get him now.
Here's Mahomes. Completes this to Jefferson. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Mahomes throw complete here to Ayuk. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw taken in by Samuel. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this down to the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get down.
Well, he He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bills 7, 49ers 0.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Again, McCaffrey. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll again to the big fullback Juszczyk. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
At their own 22-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
A 4-yard gain.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Take it at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And the 49ers 1st down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 28 yards. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Burrow on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Cook up the gut. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. It's It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get this into the hands of Aiyuk. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Out route to Hill, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.